Ladies and gentle gamers, welcome to Thursday Night Halo. We're so excited to bring you some great Halo matches tonight, so I won't dilly-dally. My name's Zip, and I'm joined here today by my co-commentators, Pure Delight and Binky. We're your PHCL personalities for tonight, and we hope to bring you some amazing Halo Infinite moments. So, Binky, how you feeling tonight, man?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited to see we got some Division 5, some Division 4 action up after that, so I'm excited.
Awesome. How about you, PD? How you feeling?
I'm pumped. Week 2. So we have a bit of information on these teams. We had the qualifiers as well. But no, excited. We got 5 maps to roll through. We should see some great Halo tonight.
Awesome. Very, very excited. Very, very excited. So who are we seeing matching up first here, Binky?
Yeah, so first we're going to have East Coast Gaming taking on DumpStars. So like PD said, it's week 2 action. You got to love as we get deeper into the season. We get to see a little bit more of what these teams are made of. And so starting out here, we got ECG, who's, season 2 team coming back into season 3 of the PHCL, but not starting out where they want to be, right? Starting out 0-1. They did pick up a map, so 2 points go in the way of ECG on that one, but they're going up against a really nice DumpStars team, who I believe are 1-0 and took 8 points out of that first week. So definitely ECG is probably looking to bounce back this week.
That's true. I mean, ECG might not be a big fan of Righteous Virtue at the moment, but that's something for another night. PD, can you go into a little bit about what we might be seeing tonight, specifically the first match, ECG versus DumpStars there?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd love to shout out the rosters. So DumpStars, we've got 5 players listed on the roster, so it'll be exciting to find out who's playing. We have Fate's End, Kyle Roy, Draconomy, Intervision, and Final R. East Coast Gaming, Dan the Man, Hyvant, Element, Tubbs, Debiris, and Raza. So I did a little preliminary research, took down the CSR. I know. I like looking at numbers. They're fun. I know there's a bit of, in the general chat today, chat about the CSR, and, not getting worked up about it.
I want everyone in the chat to start chanting PD nerd. Continue.
Don't bring it up.
Yeah. So I went ahead and I looked at the CSR. Why not? So interestingly enough, Intervision is 1881, or at least that's what he was at the start of the season. He might have fluctuated a bit, but that's a little bit higher than most other people I was able to get information on. I think we had, and that's from DumpStars, Intervision 1881. On East Coast Gaming, we had Hyvant and Raza coming in the 1650 range. So it'd be interesting to see. Intervision could be a player to watch here, but I mean, we have 5 maps, entirely different game types. It'll be exciting to see how everyone can make their mark on this series.
One thing that's really cool to note as well, ECG has that, that sub ability, right? And they did utilize that week 1. They did make a couple swaps throughout the game. It seems like they maybe have some kind of strat per game type, right? Whether it's OBJ, Slayer oriented, or whatnot, right? Players to watch out for on that squad, in my opinion, are likely to be players like Hyvant. Hyvant's very, very good at rotations, specifically solo rotations and flanks, and he breaks up. Definitely can break up some setups for sure. I'm not very sure about DumpStars though. ECG, a lot of these players on ECG are coming back from last season. DumpStars is a new team. And like Mickey said, they got something to prove. It's going to be a great night. They're both coming off on, I believe, losing feet, correct? So they both have something to prove.
DumpStars won.
Oh, did DumpStars win? I misunderstood then. So ECG is hungry, and DumpStars, I mean, I don't know them, so I can't say they're not comfortable, but dare I say, I'm very excited, though. I can't wait. And in case you guys don't, notice.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think DumpStars has a pretty big opportunity here to start out the season 2-0. They took 8 points out of a possible 10 on their first week match. That's a really big feat. So if they can take another 8 here, being up 16 points here in week 2 is a really, really good place. And for ECG, that org's been around, like I said, since season 2, had some roster turmoil this season, but they're here to play, and they gotta want to take some points out of this. And that's the beautiful thing about the 5-game series that we've seen already in week 1. Teams take a map off of a team that maybe they didn't have a chance to compete with in a best of 5, but since we play all 5 games, they can take a couple points, and those points are really going to matter towards the end of the season. So
totally super excited. So that being said, maybe we get one of our predictions going here for DumpStars and ECG. While we're doing that, though, PD, can you just run through a little bit more? Maybe give us some of your Halo godness overall. Hey, this person's the one looking out for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I think looking at the DumpStars, how well they performed in week 1, I think, not to mention again, I'll hopefully try not to beat this one up too much, but Intervision with that higher CSR, how well they did week 1, I'm looking for them to have perhaps a little more edge in the Slayer game types.
Okay.
Going off of the limited information that I have, again, it's
Yep.
a sport,
Mm-hmm.
esport, why we play the game to see what happens. But we could be looking at perhaps some teamwork in the OBJs to PD bring the mustache back. I can't not acknowledge that. I would love to. It's been thought about a lot, believe me.
We've had this discussion pre-show as well.
Yep.
We were chatting
We have.
about it.
We have. Don't worry, Chad. It's in the works. Don't worry.
So I'll be excited to watch the Slayer versus the OBJ. Does one team have an edge in that regard? Just to roll through the maps we're playing this week. So we same 5 maps for both matches. Our Div 5 matchup right away and our Div 4 afterwards is Aquarius Capture the Flag, which is a stellar game type. I think not going to find too many people that dislike that one.
It's my favorite.
Recharge Slayer. It's your favorite? Exactly. Recharge Slayer, Live Fire, Oddball. I love the new Oddball format. Streets, Strongholds, and then a very passionate Bizarre Slayer to finish it out.
Oh man. Oh man. Bizarre Slayer is a dun dun dun. No, but these guys are going to be having a great time playing tonight. And maybe you can touch a little bit, in case some of the people in the chat don't know, about that small update specifically with that Oddball change.
Oh boy, are we chatting? Okay, so there's actually 2 unique Oddball updates for the whole game. Oddball is now 3 rounds. So you're looking at first to 100 points.
Okay.
For a round. You win 2 rounds, you win the map. Okay. So it's best 2 out of 3, first to 100. And then I think Bear and I might be on the same page as I see him chiming in on the chat there. Just today, HCS actually updated the rules for Oddball. So I'm going to pull that up here in just a moment. As I did not have that prepared, but I should have.
All good, all good. It's looking like the channel point prediction right now, too. Where are we sitting at? Let's see. Oh, it just went away.
Oh, yeah, I should gamble a little bit. Oh, is it over?
It just went away, I think.
I
tried to click on it. It didn't show up, unfortunately. But it looked very one-sided. Looked very, very one-sided.
I'll tell you. Yeah, it was 100% DumpStars there. We had
100% DumpStars. All right, so that's all good. That's all good. That means ECG's coming to game. You know what I'm saying? There's some gamers on these squads. I'm excited. I'm very excited. These middle divisions, the divisions that my team is in, these teams are in the 4, 5, 6 range. There's they're very evenly matched to the sense where, it just everyone is a gamer. It looks like a gamer in that aspect, and it's so exciting.
Yeah, I think it's probably not a big surprise that ECG comes in as an underdog in this series. With the information that we have at hand, DumpStar goes 1-0 week 1, ECG goes 0-1. They do take a map like we already mentioned, but coming in as the underdog, like I said, the beautiful thing about the 5-game series, if they can take a map, maybe 2 maps, obviously they want to try to win this series, but taking 2 maps here in in the 5 games is going to be really crucial for them going into the later matches in the season. Going to have a really big impact on where they get placed into that end of season tournament. So, and just to go back to the maps for a second, Bizarre Slayer, that's anybody's game. I've seen some really, really good teams lose to some lower level teams. Not that I won't say bad teams, but lower level teams on Bizarre Slayer. And it's just,
Bizarre Slayer,
really nice.
Bizarre Slayer is that new thing that PD was talking about, right? Like, PD used to call Construct on Halo 3 Banana Land, and Bizarre does have the market, and I have seen bananas, so there is a Banana Land.
Jeez, where are they? I gotta find them. I know there's chickens.
There is chickens. There's peaches.
I've got.
But yeah, I think Bizarre Slayer is a weird one for sure, but I think for in total the 5 maps that we have and game types, I think it might be one of my favorite 5-game combinations that we could have. CTF Aquarius is a great game type. Recharge is a really solid map. Playing Slayer on it is super fun. I think Oddball and Livefire is one of the better Oddball maps. And then Street Stronghold is personally like one of my favorite
Of
maps
course.
and game modes in Infinite. So I'm super excited to see Street Stronghold. That's going to be the best. So
Awesome.
Amen. Very fast-paced game type. A
Any
lot
up-
of cool rotations.
Any updates on the exact changes or whatever you were looking up there, PD? Did you find
Yeah,
them?
absolutely.
Cool.
So I tossed a link there. I'll read it out. So changes to Oddball in both ranked and arena multiplayer playlists. If the score is tied when a round's timer does run out, 1 minute is added to that timer. So if the
Okay.
score is tied at the end of that additional minute, the round is actually a tie. So the match will end if 2 separate rounds end in a tie, and the victory will go to the team with more rounds won. So that doesn't really explain what happens if 3 rounds are tied, or if 1 round is tied and they win both. So, for me, it doesn't actually clarify every situation, but we do know there's an extra minute added if the score is tied, and it will actually allow for a tie. So then we can ourselves just reset the map and get the players to restart the game if somehow they win 1 each and then tie the 3rd round ultimately.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So a little bit of ruling changes, competitive ruling changes there. Oddball is taking that big, that's the biggest change I think in competitive Halo from Halo 3 onto this game, at least in the PHCL's lineage there. It looks like we're getting these lobbies filled up here. They're almost ready. It looks like we're waiting on a couple people here. I'm not seeing you in here, PD. Let me invite you real quick, my guy.
Unreal.
It would be an
Unreal
honor.
chat. He's been
It would
invited.
be
But we're also waiting for one more on the ECG side. So if one of y'all can go into their chat and just see what's... Oh, never mind. I you know what? I spoke too soon. We got 2. All right, cool. So as we keep going into this next match here, what can we... Maybe let's touch a little bit on the next matchup that we're having a little bit later tonight. Can you go over those guys real quick, Binky, by chance?
Yeah, for sure. So second match of the night is going to be Monster Gaming versus Halo Retirement Home. Those are Division 4 teams. Halo Retirement Home is coming off a 0 point performance in week 1, so they're definitely going to be looking to bounce back. And then I think Monster Gaming actually had a bye week 1, so this is going to be their first match coming into the PHCL. So I'm sure they're excited to get started and start off on the right foot. So
that match is going to be very fun, very, very fun to watch as well. And we'll touch more on that, of course, as we get closer to that.
You can't hear me? I'm not talking, bro.
Dan the man in the chat is definitely rooting for ECG.
Yeah,
Can't
he is.
imagine why. He wouldn't be the captain of that team or anything. Let's go, Dan. Dan the man.
we should be getting underway.
We should be ready to go. Apologies for that loud chat from Hyven himself. I forgot to mute all in the game.
Hyped.
He's hyped up. Well, more so, it sounded like he didn't know what was going on, and people could hear him. He's like, "You can hear me?" Like really loud. Anyways, so we're letting them know to get ready. We're jumping into Aquarius CTF game 1 here. As I flop us over, let's get over to this side here as they're bringing this up. Arguably the most fun game type in Halo, and I'm gonna hand it down to you guys for sure.
Yeah, for sure. PD, walk me through what are you looking for on a CTF Aquarius? I think each kind of person has their own approach to this map. What would that be for you?
I think it is common to be running it through util. I won't pretend to be no all be all, but I think your safest route with a flag is run that through util. You don't want a ton of presence on pink because you want to encourage them to spawn fridge. Camel's going to spawn. I often forget about these things, so it'll be interesting to see how they prioritize Camel top mid. And then there's a heat wave. Let's see that heat wave in action. That spawns P1.
Yeah, I think a heat wave is actually a little underused on this map. It gets kind of lost down there in P1. A little bit of an awkward spawn point for that, but definitely looking for those shock nades to be used as well. Such a powerful tool in Infinite. So I'm going to jump on board right now with Hyven. We'll start out with Hyven and see what he's able to do here as we get off the rip here. We see a lot of util control here coming for the side of ECG, as it looks like DumpStars are prioritizing that P2 position a little bit more.
Yeah, we're seeing ECGs headed off to the util side of the map. as we see 2 kills come in on the feed in the favor of DumpStars. You know, pretty back and forth here. No major ground broken yet in terms of map control. 2 down on both sides as Hyven still hanging out, you know, waiting for the homies to respawn.
Yeah, he's getting pressure here. He's going to try to stay alive, but not able to do so. He's going to be taken out. It looks like DumpStar is going to try to push into the base, see what they're able to do here. I'll jump on board with Raza, see if he's able to prevent this push here, but a pool is going to come out. Vision getting lit up, and he's going to actually end up falling to Raza. Good job defending there. And it looks like this pool shouldn't go anywhere, but it's going to be kept alive by Final here. As they look to run that down car one side, they're going to keep that alive. Hyven's going to run into him and get a stop momentarily. A double kill out of Hyven. Jump on board with him. So he's got those shock nades, putting him into the other team's util. He's got lockdown right in front of him here. See if he's able to take him out. He's actually just not going to take that fight. Wise from him, as he was weak, but they are going to get that return. So good defense out of ECG there.
Yeah, beautiful job to get in there and make sure they get that re. What a play out of Hyven. Still staying alive on the low side of the map. Tons of value in being able to be sneaky on the bottom side of the map. You can really be annoying down there when you're not being cleaned up. He's finally taken out.
I'm going to actually jump on board with Shrek the Memer.
Hell of a name.
Hell of a name in short. He's having a nice game so far. 5 kills for him as he's getting into a fight here inside car, but he's not going to be able to do anything there. Final R is going to end up getting taken down by Hyven as well. So Hyven having himself a really nice game here, starting out 4 kills, 2 deaths, 3 assists, putting in a lot of damage. Personally, my favorite stat in Infinite. Gotta get that damage in, help your teammates get those kills, make it easier for them.
And while we did see Shrek the Memer go down while we were watching, he was supporting enough that they were able to capture the flag. So we have a 1-0 lead in the favor of DumpStars. Coming in as possibly the favorites. All the gambling points on them. They're doing you proud. Got a double kill out of Shrek the Memer here as he
looking to find a third here. It's going to get cleaned up by Intervision. We'll stay on board with Shrek here. He does still have camo, but he's not really valuing that camo. He's just kind of putting in shots wherever he sees fit, but he is going to ultimately be taken down by Raza. That's 3 down for the side of ECG, and another pool coming out of DumpStars here.
Yeah, doing a great job of capitalizing on when they're getting kills. No hesitation to pull the objective, seemingly in the right spots to advance it. Intervision helping out Lockdown. Lockdown goes down, Intervision's right there to support the flag.
Yeah, this is interesting too. Yeah, we haven't seen the pull through util. They've elected to kind of throw that out like bottom mid and then run that down like car one side. And it's a pretty dangerous run, as you can see here as he, how he gets taken out just before the jump up. Unfortunate, Final's going to drop down. Tubbs putting in shots here. Tubbs is going to help take out Lockdown on the flag there. It's going to be a tricky recov here for ECG. Tubbs is going to find his way to the grave as he's taken out by Shrek the Meter. Good shots by Elements, going to clean him up. Jump on board with Lockdown here. See if he's going to protect this flag as it's going to try to go through for the second cap for DumpStar. He's getting pushed from util here. Hyven's going to find 2. The flag's going to get taken out. And it's not going to go through here momentarily. Raza's just going to chuck that out, and ECG should have a return here and possibly a counter cap.
Absolutely huge plays out of them. They snuck through, got behind them.
And Hyven has invis. He snuck invis. I don't think they saw him pick invis up.
Jump on board.
Yeah, he stayed alive top mid.
Getting obliterated, but Intervision is going to take him out here as that flag is still out. Raza trying to stay alive here. Lockdown is going to put in shots here. Intervision is going to clean up Raza. Lockdown alive in the DumpStars util here. Intervision on the recov, and it looks like he is going to be able to get that return. So good recovery from DumpStars there, and they're going to pull the flag themselves. Lockdown running this down car 1. This might be a cap here. He has a little bit of support from the team trying to get up those stairs, and he is going to do so. This should be a cap for DumpStars.
That was a huge play by Intervision as well. He killed all 3 people on ECG to grab that. Or sorry, on DumpStars, I apologize.
That was 3 flag moments in a row.
Yeah.
DumpStars had it, looked like a counter for ECG, turned into a DumpStars flag.
Back and forth action for sure here. I'm going to jump on board with Raza. He's having a really nice game. 12 and 8 here, pushing into the DumpStars base. He's going to try to pull a flag here, but he did have Shrek behind him as he was able to take out Element. Shrek is going to pick up 2. We'll jump on board with him as he tries to get this recov here. Uncontested. Should be able to just be an easy return and see where they prioritize. Here, Tubbs is going to be pushing into their util. He knows Tubbs is back here. He's going to try to push back and clean him up before they can try to get any other map control. But it looks like Tubbs is actually pushing back to try to help his team defend here. Shots in on Raza, but he's not going to be able to find him. So flag does get pulled again, bottom middle.
It can be so valuable to get that flag out as teams make that decision. Do you want to drop and get that re and put yourself in an awkward position, or take map control? Often we'll see mistakes made in those types of situations. As Element happy to get that re safely.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they prioritized a little bit more util control. It seems like they have the right idea, holding this util car side of the map and trying to trap that team spawning over on the fridge side. But we haven't seen that pull through util, as you spoke about in the pregame lobby. You often like to see that pull come down through util, down car 1. You can hit that really nice ramp slide off of the stairs in car 1 and get a really nice boost there. So we see Intervision. He's going to take down Element here, getting pressured, but Shrek's going to help him out. And Intervision stays alive as that flag is still out and being ran by Shrek here.
Huge
It looks like
stretch.
Shrek's mouse and key, if I'm not mistaken.
He's definitely
Oh, is
mouse and
he?
key. He's mouse and
Is
key,
he?
and he's outperforming the rest of his team as well. That's very crazy to see.
Yeah, very interesting there. Always love to see a good mouse and keys player.
Amen. Come one, come all. As Final R is taken out in his base, it looks like Shrek the Memer there to clean up, and Lockdown puts it in.
Ooh, just before taken out by Tubbs there. A close call. Almost a really nice stand by Raza there. And we just got to see a little bit more control out of ECG. You'd like to see him, again, hold the util side. My favorite setup on this map, 2 players in util, have a guy up top P2 putting in shots on those guys spawning in fridge. And running that flag here, util, as we do see Raza, he is going to pull the flag into the util side, electing to take it up car 2. He's got a little bit of support here, but he's got to survive these shots. This is the risk of taking it car 2. Definitely a shorter route, but you got to survive those early shots here. As Hyven's running this in, Final R is going to be putting in a ton of shots here. It stopped just before, but it's going to be put in, and that's going to be ECG's first cap of the game.
There it is. The patience paid off. He stayed alive. Car 2 and the friends went and ran the flag. Love to see it out of Raza, the patience and not running that flag the whole way and letting the teammates take control.
Absolutely. Hyven's going to pick up himself another double kill. He is having a massive performance here on CTF Aquarius. 20 and 12 for this guy. A maniac indeed. Putting in shots onto Final. He is going to get into the DumpStars util here. 3 minutes to go in this one. ECG is definitely not out of this. 2 caps down.
No, not even close. Seen plenty of captures quickly. I mean, what does it take? 10 seconds to get across the map? Nowhere near out of this. And you want to build momentum too. It's a 5-match series.
Absolutely. Hyven in a 1v1 with Shrek here, but he is going to be
Huge
taking
win.
that out. Hyven 21 and 12. He knows where Lockdown seems to be sitting there over on that fridge side, anticipating the fridge bomb. He's got 2 players pushing him fridge. This is a smart little play here, but he's not able to get it out, unfortunately. You really like to see that. He knew he had help over there on fridge, 2 players pushing, and he just tried to get that out that little window, but unable to do so here. Final R getting pressured, though, by ECG, and they should be able to get this out of that window. Hyven coming up P2.
Did a great job of rolling
Huge
through and
double kill
flanking.
by Intervision. Intervision was last man up. He double kills there. It allows his teammates to respawn. Incredible
Tubbs
play.
is doing a great job running this flag, at least getting it across here. It's going to be continued by Element, but they have 2 players pushing down P1. Element's got to try to stay alive here. Jump on board with him. He just needs to stay alive. Stay alive, P2, but the return's coming in. Unfortunate. And it's going to be returned back to the base for DumpStars, but Tubbs is going to end up taking out Final R. 3-1, 2 minutes to go in this match. ECG has to get a cap here soon if they want to hope to keep this one alive. I'm going to jump on board with Shrek the Memer now. He is on a killing spree, a man on a mission. I believe Lockdown actually has camo if we jump on board with him inside the base of ECG, looking to cause some havoc. Sees 3 in front of him in util. Huge information and great trigger discipline here. See what he's able to do. Patience. Oh, it's sometimes so frustrating as those players sprint away from you and the camo's going to run out and he's going to be taken down. That's always so frustrating there. 3 down for DumpStars as Shrek's going to come back up, jump on board with him as they seem to try to mount a defense here. He is going to try to secure those shock nades. Get a little bit of
shock
information
nades
for them.
awfully useful. And Shrek electing to hit the bottom of the map, knows he's not exactly sure what level of support he's got, needs to make sure he prioritizes his life. Sneaking behind, catching Element off guard there, cleaning up a beautiful kill. As he's looking to establish some height and some mid-level map control, pinching ECG back into their base, but he's snuck up by Tubbs. Absolutely wired by Tubbs. Great job by him to sneak in and clean up that kill. Finalers chasing him down now.
Yeah, ECG
Tubbs is
running
getting
out of
away.
time here.
Tubbs gets away.
Yeah, Tubbs says, see you later. Oh, they meet again.
Trying to win this 1v1.
Let's
He
go.
is going to get some help from Raza there. Great job staying alive. 3 down for DumpStars, and ECG has to fly here. 26 seconds to go in this one. Down 2 caps. He is going to get a kill there. Tubbs picks up 1. Raza and him pushing down this fridge side. Flag has been pulled, but 15 seconds.
just didn't make it
Tubbs
out.
is trying to get it out, but he can't seem to find it there. He is going to pick up another kill. A man on the mission there. Raza's going to get taken out, and that should be the match. It looks like it's going to go 1-0 here to DumpStars, but a pretty close match despite the 2-cap difference.
Yeah, definitely. I think both teams at times showed sign of cohesion. So no reason to believe that ECG can't, rally around a different game type. But it is a 3-1 victory for DumpStars.
Yeah,
Can't change that.
Yeah, I think ECG played that one pretty well, but DumpStars just had a little bit more control of the map during that. The slay numbers were actually pretty close. Let me take a look at the scoreboard here. Just see. Yeah, Hyven had a big game. 26 and 17 for him on the side of ECG. But the slaying numbers a little bit too great on the side of DumpStars. We had a 26 kill performance out of Shrek. Beautiful to see him being able to do that on mouse and keys. And a 20 kill performance out of Intervision. Beautiful, beautiful game. A lot of high assist numbers across both teams. So you got to love the team shot being incorporated here.
Yeah, no doubt. And I do enjoy seeing, a pretty decent spread of kills across both teams. I mean, no one's really left out here. Everyone's involved. And there's no reason to think this can't go any which direction for the remaining of the maps.
Yeah, Tubbs got really hot at the end of that game. I believe at one point he was like
Yeah.
5 kills with like 10 assists or something, and he ended up being 16 and 22 with 13 assists. So he really got hot towards the end of the match, but just unfortunately ran out of time. It looked like ECG was starting to kind of find their own, way into that game towards the end of it there. They got the cap. They seemed like they were trying maybe to find a second one there towards the end, but I look to see them bounce back in this game too. It looks like they got their feet under them a little bit here, and Slayer's a totally different game type.
Very much.
We're off
very
Recharge Slayer.
Recharge Slayer, very, very different game type, a lot quicker paced, most likely. But before we jump into this, we'd like to shout out our sponsors, MG Eclipse and Amped Comics. MG Eclipse is a great Discord community that supports and kind of incubates young talent, Halo and stuff like that, as well as other games. Just a great place to find friends to play games with. So be sure to check them out at discord.gg/MG Eclipse, as well as Amped Comics. If you're looking for any like really collectible comic books that may come by and you can get appraised and whatnot, if you're a comic book nerd like that, Amped Comics is your spot for that sort of thing. You can find them on eBay as well as the Whatnot app. Thank you so much to those sponsors as well.
Amen. They make it easier for us to do what we enjoy, do what we love.
It's true. It's true.
Definitely show them some love if
That's
any
true.
of that,
That
at
is
all
true.
is in your bag.
That's also
Please do.
true. Southpaw is reminding me too. TMG as well. TMG has sponsored us as well. Top Mid Gaming, a great organization as well. They do have a team in the league, so be sure to check them out. Follow them on Twitter as well as their Discord there as well. We're all up to date. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, so we should be getting ready to go here and shortly.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we got Slayer Recharge. Is that right? Slayer Recharge.
Player
up next?
Recharge up next.
Slayer
This is a fun
Recharge.
map. I like Recharge. I think it's one of the better maps in the rotation right now. And so Slayer, I'm not a big fan of Ball on this map. It's not that. I don't know. It's not my favorite, but Slayer on this map, Strongholds on this map, big fan. PD, what do you look for on Slayer on this map? You know, what kind of map control, do you personally like to take? I know everyone kind of has their own ideas so far with such a new game, but
And that's the best part. It's still fresh and new. I think this one, you can see a lot of different things happen. I mean, glass or top red, top yellow, whatever you'd like to call that area, attic. It's like 5 different callouts over there. The shock rifle on that side of the map is could be massively important. And then top A, I think top A control. I don't think you love the C spawn. I think you want to stay out of C. But there is
Yeah.
a sword over there, so who knows? Maybe you're all about that sword. But I'd look to see A and C control, or A and B
Red-
control.
yep.
Pardon me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there. Top A, being able to sit up in that doorway up there, top A, raining down shots, holding off that cut down long haul to try to get the top glass. And then the most crucial part of this map, in my opinion, is that top red, top yellow, top glass, top attic, whatever you want to call it. There's 50 different names for it. You want to control it, and you want to control it the entire game. So we'll get underway here, jumping on board. No camo control for either team here, an early fight as we see 2 down for both sides here. I'll jump on board with Raza right now as he's fighting down in that camo pit, and he does have camo himself. Gonna hit this nice little jump up into C plat and look to find some shots here. 4-2, the side of DumpStars here. Raza has 2 in front of him, but he is gonna get found and elects to move back to a different position here. Like PD said, this C spawn, not ideal, not really where you want it. Good patience out of Raza here. He's gonna. Whoa! He didn't find the
I
stick.
thought he had him.
It looked like it glitched onto his leg. Oh no!
Did he
that's
have a repulse?
unfortunate for him.
Did he repulse
He
it?
didn't have a repulse. I think it just kind of got caught on the ground next to him.
I think he hit the wall behind him.
Yeah, unfortunate there. It looked like that stick may have hit. Now we're going to see Intervision. If we jump on board with him, he is going to pick up that energy sword. Such an interesting part of this map. It's kind of out of the way. It doesn't really get to see much use in some games, and then in some games, it's, the leading
Absolutely
kill
everywhere.
item, I think.
And a thorn in your side.
Yeah, so it'll be
He is
interesting.
taken down.
Yeah, he is going to get taken down, so nothing
They
there
have
as we
to
see
pick that
Elements.
up.
Tubbs with a
Tubbs
big
says
2 kills
mine.
there. 3 down for DumpStars, but they do
7-7.
have that favorable red spawn here, as those kills were on the C side of the map. So we see Final R is going to be sitting up in top glass here. We're going to take a look down long haul, not going to be able to find anything. This map tends to find itself played a little bit slower when you get that A and glass control. Kind of just sitting up from a hot... Oh, but Hyven with some very, very beautiful shots there. Let's jump on board with him as he's going to look to pressure this pipes position and maybe try to get ECG in a position where they can take this red side control. But he is going to elect to go back and pick up those plasmas. Haven't seen much Mangler action. Always love to see it.
Can
People
be very
being mangled.
powerful. Mangle them all over the place. It spawns a little too often, some would say. As we see Hyven pushing through into Turbine, has his friend Tubbs with him. Could be a teabag, I don't think so. I think that was a strategic crouch or a loving teabag, one of the two. I'm going to go strategic crouch. As
If we
it's still
don't-
early going, it's 10-10. Slow moving game. Who picked up camo? That did drop. Tubbs.
Tubbs has
Tubbs
camo
is
and
invisible
sword right
with
now.
a
And he has
sword.
3 in front of him.
Oh.
This could be huge.
He's
here.
on a killing
He finds
spree.
2, but he's going to get taken down by Lockdown.
Look
Very,
right
very
here.
nice from him, but 3 dead again for the side of DumpStars, but it's still a razor close game, 14-12 here, but ECG holding the lead so far.
Yeah, I love what we're seeing out of ECG here. They are fighting back with a vengeance. I mean, they did not look out of place in the last map, and they're really using some momentum they had towards the end of the last map, taking it forward into this one up 15-12 right now. I'm on board with Element. He knows there's players long haul. Oh, he looked away at just the wrong time, but it doesn't matter. They haven't pushed him just yet.
Yeah, Tubbs is just picked up right where he left off the last game, got hot right at the end of that CTF Aquarius game, and he has himself 6 kills in this Slayer. But 15-14, it's still a razor-thin game. Intervision does have sword in bottom control if we jump on board with him. Only 1 swipe of that sword left. He is going to see a plasma coming in, has to put that away and try to live here as he's getting pressured from bottom A.
Pop
We
quiz,
still
Binky.
haven't seen. Yeah.
How much does the sword swipe take from that little?
I believe it is 6%.
I have absolutely no idea, but that would
It
make
is-
sense. He's got 6% left.
Yep,
is
I believe it
6%.
is 6%.
God, I wonder what it starts with. Learning, learning.
I would go on a limb and I would guess 100%.
No, that's not divisible by 6.
Oh, true. You're right.
Anyhow. Okay, who are we on board with?
Hopping
3
on with
down.
Shrek here. Shrek here.
On the
He's,
side of DumpStars.
All right, let's jump on board with Shark. Actually, he's going to be taken down. I believe I did see a Mangler on the map finally. Interesting to see. We haven't seen a lot of that Mangler action. It is very fun to mangle people and very not fun to be mangled yourself, as that is a very powerful weapon.
Isn't that the truth?
So you see Hyven in a nice little spot here, and Sneaky, I didn't even know you could sit up here.
I did not either.
Creativity.
Learning.
Creativity.
real quick, I'll cut in. I'm on board with Tubbs. He has Invis and Sword again.
Oh my goodness, Tubbs.
Picked up 2 the last time this happened.
Oh,
No!
the Mangler!
Shrek's gonna be
Shrek
taking
the
them
Beaver!
down. We'll have to jump on board with Element now, as he actually has that beautiful shock rifle. I think my favorite weapon in Infinite. Let's see what he's able to do with it. Finds one with a beautiful snipe on lockdown here. Let's see if Element's able to heat up here as ECG is pulling away here, 26-19. Oh, you gotta love a good shock rifle kill. He kind of has an idea here. He's just holding that angle, and that's what you gotta do with this map, or with this weapon, excuse me. Hold those angles. Let those players walk into your crosshair. Oh, just a little bit of an unfortunate timing there. I think Shrek was just about to peek out. This Element peels off of that angle inside pool. Hyven's going to pick up a kill, but it's going to be immediately traded out by Shrek across the map. An Element going to be putting in the shots. The body shot's not as effective with the shock rifle. A slight unfortunate. He's going to find another one. Body shot again, but it's not going to be able to do anything. Lockdown trying to stay alive now, but Hyven is on the hunt for him. Some nice flick shots here. See if he's able to take down Shrek, but Shrek is doing a good job getting that BR shots, and he is going to run out of ammo. Element's going to have to try to stay alive here. Being pressured from those pipes, and Intervision is going to pick him up. Now, you will see, I think that DumpStars have realized here, we need to slow down a little bit, and they're kind of just hanging out in this pool area.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely a moment there when they were down 7 kills or so, and the shock rifle's in the hands of ECG. The whole map slowed down, seemingly, and it seems to have favored the DumpStars as they made a bit of a comeback here.
That it does, and my game is...
Tubbs has the Invis and Sword again, but he goes down. Oh my goodness.
My goodness. The 3rd time. This
He-
man.
3 times.
PD, you'll have to take the cast. My game has died.
Oh, this is not unexpected. Classic. I'm going to hop on board with Shrek the Memer. Let's see what he can manage here from control. He has 1 teammate down right now. Shouldn't be much of a concern. They are down 4 kills here getting into the latter part of this match. 5 kills now as Hyven picks up a kill on Intervision. So we have Shrek the Memer. We see a player ahead in yellow. He's probably got comms on that as he's throwing nades into Attic. And he's got a teammate joining along. And Shrek the Memer has Sword and the Repulsor.
Huge
Love to see this
Repulsor.
play. Absolutely beautiful. Picks up an epic double. And Binky, do you want me to share my screen on Discord, perhaps?
If you want to, we can do
I could
that.
certainly do that for you. That is not hard to do at all. Screens, screen 1, go live, baby.
Looks like Shrek was able to clean out most of Gold Room, and now it looks like ECG is spawned on the BR side of the map, control side of the map. He's spotting people out, getting some calls out there for him. Looks like Lockdown, though, is in a spot here. I'm going to hop on over with him real quick. He's in a spot here for a nice little flank, it looks like.
Oh yeah, he has their full attention. Now you got to think with 4 players there. So they probably think there's more players with Lockdown, but we see Final R and Shrek on the other side of the map here. This would be very interesting to see as Intervision picks up. We should maybe hop on board with him as he's a shock rifle right now. Picked up a beautiful kill. As things are at a standstill, we see a lot of ECG turtled up into control. So what is DumpStars going to choose to do in terms of pushing these guys? It's a tie game.
I love this
32,
play by
32.
ECG here. This is a great spot to sit. BR control, having BR control often gives you the game, gives you the match point in this map. BR control, you can see almost every angle in the map.
Yeah, that's wild too. All 4 of them in unison decided, you know what? We can't get out of here. Let's stay together. Watch every door. As Intervision has picked up camo, But is Shrek the Memer behind them picks up a nice assist from Intervision, as now they're moving into control, and we're about to see chaos.
36-33 here.
Oh,
DumpStars.
what a grenade.
DumpStars finally gaining that lead
Hopping on
back
with
now.
Shrek
4-kill separation. 3-kill separation. You gotta like the control out of ECG though. They do have that top red positioning.
Yeah, I'd almost like to hop on board with an ECG member as soon as Shrek, if Shrek dies.
Oh,
Gotta respect
beautiful.
Shrek right now. Big kill on Hyvent here. 19 kills
19-7.
out of Shrek. 19.
Maniac.
There's still 11 to go for them. Incredible out of Shrek right now. He's memeing.
Yeah, this is a really big performance. I mean, he's putting DumpStars on his back in this lobby right now. Intervision 12 kills on him as well. But 19-7, what a performance out of Shrek the Memer on mouse and keys, apparently. Nonetheless,
Yeah,
he does pick up. Oh, it's going to be hard to hit.
Oh, no.
Shots. And the team nade's going to come in. Ross is going to take down lockdown, and Ross is going to find
empty
2.
sword.
3 dead for DumpStars here, but it is still a 3-kill lead.
As Roz has picked up the shock rifle here. We are officially late stages here. Definitely could slow down. As we see 4 players on DumpStars jumbled up there in C. As we've seen a couple times in this map, you know, the whole
Wow,
team
look at
deciding control is where we need to be right now. Let's not move.
Yeah, you can see this game has slowed down tremendously here. Raz is going to actually get team shot out of the scope there. It's super unfortunate as he tries to hit that snipe on, I believe it was lockdown there. But look at how slow this game has turned into. 41-38. The side of DumpStars is not leaving back C right now. And if you're on ECG, you kind of have to go. You have to press into here. Oh, picks up.
I almost like this for ECG. They have the opportunity to formulate a plan to get in there.
Oh, and it's working perfectly. 1 kill differential now. A little bit of
still on
a
board with
Oh,
Raza
tied
here
up.
with the shock rifle.
They tied up with the mangle.
43-42. They are going to
pulling
take the
away.
lead. ECG comes back into the lead here. 43-42. You got to like the play out of them there. And the unfortunate nature that DumpStars just gave up the map control there to just kind of survive at back C. 44-43 here. A minute to
Only
go.
1 minute remaining.
Yeah, this might time expire here.
Very rare to see that.
If you're ECG, you got to slow down here. 44-43. You don't have to pressure anything. Nothing is necessary. You see, Element is going to be rotating back to his team here, but Raza gets taken down by a Hail Mary nade from Final all the way in pool. 44-44. Element's getting pressured here. He's going to try to stay alive. Tries to repulsor, not going to find it. 45-44. DumpStars takes the lead. 46-44. They're up 2 now, but Tubbs is going to pick one back. 2-kill differential here. 47-45 as Tubbs is taken down. Only 2 kills away for DumpStars to take this match. 15 seconds to go, and they can just slow all the way down. ECG is left hopeless. Down 3 here in this match. I don't think there's a way back in with 10 seconds to go.
I don't think so either. They're looking a little too strong here in yellow. Maybe the 2 players in pool, but tough sledding.
Ooh.
Beautiful mangles out of Shrek, closing us out. 21 on the board for Shrek.
Interesting end to that game.
That was, yeah. Great job.
Holy cow. How many lead exchanges were there? I don't know. That was tight the whole way through. What a great map.
That it is. All right, PD, you can stop sharing, and I'll try to get back in this lobby now.
Okay.
Appreciated. Much appreciated.
Hey, anytime. Happy to help. It's, believe it or not, that actually happened last week as well. Games were crashing.
Very true. Very true.
Hey, it happens.
Man. All right, so DumpStars takes game number 2. What was that? 50-46, I believe.
You know what? I'll pull up the
That was
scoreboard
50
here.
it
It was,
was
in fact,
46-50. Yep.
Yeah, interesting end to that game. I mean, they gave up control to sit back C and kind of slow it down. You got to respect the slowdown, but they kind of just gave up all map control and just got pinched from control and long haul and got cleaned out, but were able to bounce back and end up taking that game. You got to love it to see it out of that. That nade that, who threw that nade?
It was
Tubbs
Final
or
R. Final R
Final
chucked the
R
nade.
threw a nade from pool all the way into back, like glass, like back where the hop up is for long haul. And I mean, that was a beautiful nade to be able to pick up Raza there and kind of start that push so that they could end up taking, the lead in that game towards the end of it. Wow.
That was to tie it up, I believe, too, at 44 all. I think ECG had a 1 kill
They did.
lead.
Yep, they did.
And that kill brought it to even. ECG looked like they were about to collapse into yellow and really group up as a team. Yeah, your psyche can change knowing it's tied now. Now you have to make a move. You need a kill to now win the match. A little different. But alas, we move on. As it is 2-0 now, DumpStars. We will be playing all 5. Live Fire Oddball up next.
Yeah, Life or Oddball, interesting one. Like I said, I love the new Oddball format in Infinite. We talked a little bit about it in the pre-show. I think it's a super awesome change. There's a couple maps I think Infinite's still feeling, in my personal opinion, Infinite's still feeling out a little bit of like which maps need to play which game modes. There's a couple maps that Ball isn't the most enjoyable experience for me just because there isn't anywhere to really play that. But I think Live Fire is a great map for Ball. And I think that it'll be interesting to see where we see that ball kind of being held by teams. I think ideally a lot of teams like to hold that tower. I think that's the main setup, and I think it's probably the best setup. But it seems oftentimes that ball gets drawn over to house, and there's nowhere on that house side to play that ball, and so it kind of just lingers there for the rest of the round. So it'll be really interesting to see.
Couldn't agree more. It can be much more relaxing when you're on tower because you have an easy out. Just pitch the ball. We're good. You're in house. You can end up in 2, 3, 4 endless cycles of 2 guys up, 2 guys down. You rush, you die. You're picking up 3 seconds at a time. It can be chaos for minutes at a time in house. And then you eventually rotate at B perhaps to get to that spot where you can play it. But I agree with you here. I think Live Fire is a great map for Oddball. And a true representation of what this game type can be.
Yeah, I think that a team that can hold it tower, if any of these teams can get a setup tower, I think it's going to be really effective, and I think they should be able to lock it down and kind of relate it back to Guardian Ball that we used to see in Halo 3. Some teams would get that setup where they're holding that ball elbow. They got some players green, controlling S side of the map there, and they can just go on 40, 50-point runs with that setup. So I think the same thing kind of applies to the tower here. You can kind of control the dummies and get shots in from the nest side of the map and just go on some nice runs there, whereas opposed to that house setup, like you mentioned, it seems like you're fighting for some scrappy ball time in there. So, but we'll see whichever team. Yeah, we'll see whichever team's able to do that. See if these teams have been putting in some hours.
Did we label our predictions pre-match?
We did.
I don't think we did.
I didn't gamble. I know that for sure.
We didn't gamble and we didn't predict. We are failures as casters.
Falling apart here at the seams. Well, I'll let it be known. I had it on this piece of paper, 3-2 DumpStars. So allegedly, I'd be hoping in that case for East Coast Gaming to take this one. But
I do have a request, Zip. I believe oh shoot, we should have done it before this game, Matt. After this game, I think we need to switch the colors so that they match the scoreboard.
Okay, sounds good. I believe the colors are matched up. They're just opposite sides. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let us see.
Oh, yes, I know what you mean.
So DumpStars is blue on the right-hand side. I know it's confusing. We apologize.
You're all right. Yep, it is flipped. We just need to rotate those on the scoreboard at some point.
Inverted.
Okay. We'll jump on board here. Let's take a little trip with Mr. Finalari. He just picked up Snipe, but he is going to go taken down. Caster's Curse.
Double kill. No, that was from Raza. My apologies.
He's going to get taken down. That Snipe. Yeah, that Snipe's going to be left down top mid there. Raza does have the ball. And here we go, right back to that house setup. But it looks like he might want to try to take this B. Is he going to be able to get the mangle off? But he's not going to be able to do so. Shrek's going to say, do not mangle me, sir. I will be furious. He's going to be taking him down here. So I'll jump on board with Hyvent here. We'll see if ECG is able to break this setup that they have set up inside of this house here. They're kind of sitting on this door. A little bit unconventional. You usually see that setup on the window, but Shrek's going to pick up Element to stop this push. Intervision has OS. He's going to find one himself. He's got a player behind him. Hyvent's going to drop down. He's going to be able to take down Intervision, but this attack has been foiled here. 4 dead, excuse me, for the side of ECG, and a nice little run here for DumpStars early.
Yeah, that's about picture perfect in terms of how you want to start the map, and they still have control. As I'm currently on board with Shrek. Shrek goes down, picks up an assist on the way out, but there's 2 down on the side of DumpStars, 3 down now. As I'm going to hop on board with Tubbs, as he has the ball, presumably should be part of the action as we see players on DumpStars spawning camo. That is fortuitous. Tubbs quickly taken out by these epic spawns.
Unfortunate there. We see Raza. If we jump on board with him, he's flying in, going to try to find the kill on Final, but he's going to miss some shots, unfortunately. Element's going to end up trading him out, but getting takedown by Lockdown. So just trades coming in all across the map here as Hyvant takes out Lockdown. And we're going to just see kind of a neutral setup here, but Intervision is going to get a little bit of time here before the push from ECG comes back in here. And they're actually pressing this fight out to ECG here. A beautiful double kill from Final. They are not content with sitting in this house, and they just push out and take dummies control there. But Final's getting shot now, taken down from Hyvant as he tries to get back to scoreboard here. But valuable ball time here for the side of DumpStars.
Absolutely love that play. They knew they had the ball safely in there. Why not press out and force the issue on the other team before they even arrive? Can be risky, but certainly paid off there. As we see Hyvant with the Mangler go and take out the ball player. Oh, that was a heat wave, pardon me, as he's now taken down at window. 3 down on the side of ECG.
Yeah, Final is going to be holding that ball, just gathering more points here, crossing the 70-point mark. And ECG can't find a way into this house. I think they just need to get a little bit more coordinated, on their pushes here. And come in as Hyvant's going to be able to take down 1. 3 dead here for DumpStars. This is exactly what they needed here, but they have no pressure on the ball player.
No, still picking up very valuable time for a long time there. As you see Hyvant with the sniper on sandbags.
Nice no-scope from him. I think we actually caught that on stream, but nice no-scope from Hyvant's going to pick up the beat down there, is going to slide away. But ball control now in the hands of ECG. They can't give up much more time. Only 14 seconds for a DumpStars win here. And the ball is going to be held by Raza. They're going to have to play this soon as Hyvant hits another nice no-scope, but isn't able to file it back. They don't actually get the playoff. Oh, how unfortunate. I didn't get to see what happened there, but no play here, and this is going to be a round for DumpStars.
Yeah, you gotta think they'll be able to, unless Tubbs, but Tubbs, I believe, was the last hope there. As the nades come flying in, it doesn't matter. That's a round in the side of DumpStars.
Yeah, unfortunate there. I didn't actually see what happened there.
There's a little lip on back B. They didn't jump off. They tried to toss it and it caught by the lip.
PD, can you share your screen again, please?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No. All right, we're hopping on with Shrek here. He's hitting the mangles on top mid here. Oh my god, huge double kill by Shrek the memer. Spotting a guy. His movement's absolutely cracked. He's got to have like 700 cents right now. 1600 DPI or something going on right now. Showing out for all the M&K players. Staying alive, top mid, helping his team out.
It is a pleasure to watch M&K players that can move and shoot well. It's such an interesting dynamic as a controller player myself.
Good lord.
Yeah, I think the movement on Mouse and K is actually really nice, and so Shrek being able to put it down with the Mangler, but he's not going to be able to take down Hyvant there. Unfortunate as we jump on board with Lockdown. Now on with Raza here as we see, we have a little bit of the tower setup here. See if either team's able to lock this down. This is my favorite setup here, but the ball's going to fly off, and it looks like it did end up getting played there. This Element's going to take down Intervision across the map here. Shots from Raza onto Shrek. Beautiful shots out of him. Going to be able to take down Shrek on the nest position, and he's going to be able to stay alive and help his team try to secure some of this ball time here as it is back up bottom middle here. See what he elects to do. I like this positioning from him, being able to rain down nades here. He's going to push it over to that sandbags position. A little bit worried here. If he just leans over that sandbags, he's going to have a couple players in front of him here. Shots going to be flying in on the Shrek. Ross is going to take down 1. Has the Mangler. Is absolute, though, and has to be careful here. He's going to try to stay alive, putting in some damage there, trying to help out Hyvant. Has a player behind him here. Looks like Ross is going to fall, and DumpStars to try to get, but Element answers back with 2 for himself. 3 down for DumpStars. Just as I was about to say, they had some control there, but Shrek's gonna answer back with 2 of us. Oh, back and forth trades from both of these teams here, trying to gain control of this ball. We do see the OS is up. Shrek taking a peek at that. He's got shots on Raza, is going to be pressuring in, gets the beat down on him. Beautiful shots out of him, but Tubbs was able to secure that OS. Raza was taking a beat down from Shrek.
Holy cow, just tons and tons of action on the dummy side of the map. As I'm on board with Element now, is quickly taken out by a heat wave. Heading on over to Intervision. Now he's on C plat here, has some support from Nest from his teammates as DumpStars looking to take control of this tower, as this has been just an all-out assault on tower with no true control just yet. As Intervision seeing the player Nest is taken out by grenades, as Element looks to take control of the tower now with his support C plat. And the ball finally, I believe, was it reset there on time?
I believe that is exactly what happened.
As I'm on board with Element, sneaking around the back side of the map. Shrek says absolutely not, is able to take that player out. Shrek just all aboard the Shrek train as he's at 9 kills already in this map.
Does he hit it?
Leading the way, and can he pull a jump?
He tried. He tried valiantly.
Love that effort as he's seeing 3 kills come in the feed from his teammates. That's 3 down on the side of ECG. The last remaining player's Element. He knows, let's just stay alive here. My teammates should be here momentarily. As he's left the house, we're going to see some time stacked on the side of DumpStars here. And great shots out of Shrek, great awareness, picking these players up as they're trying to enter house. We're looking at a similar situation we had in round 1. It's tricky for ECG to get control of this house right now. How well DumpStars is playing.
Hyven did pick up 2 there, but ECG goes 3 down again. You see Tubbs here pushing in with the heat wave. He is going to be able to find 1, but he's instantly traded out, and it seems like that's the story for ECG here. Trades flying in across the map. As Lockdown's able to pick up Raza. And that ball did actually reset via time there, but Intervision is going to be there to pick it up right off spawn. Going to throw it over to Lockdown, who does have the heat wave, and I believe he has a player here pushing him from house. He is going to get shots from Raza. See if he's able to return the favor here. He is going to get shots on him, trying to find the kill on Raza. Is going to get him absolute, but not be able to find that one.
Had a beautiful idea there with a repulsor, just a fraction of a second too late. He could have repulsed that grenade away from him. But love the effort there. What a great battle in house.
Raza has snipe and heat wave right now. He has both power weapons on the map.
Oh my, and 2 repulsors.
Yep.
I love seeing the full sandbox being utilized. I know people love the word sandbox, sandbox, sandbox.
45-13 here as DumpStars have themselves a nice lead, but ECG finally has control in the house here. Raza's putting in nice shots here. Can he find the no-scope? Not going to be able to do so, and it's going to be another 3 down for ECG. It just seems like the kills, when they come for DumpStars, they just come all at once.
Yeah, DumpStars has had some incredible unity in this house. Definitely getting timely kills. Grouping up when they have to. We saw it on Recharge. They weren't afraid to group up at that C side of the map. It did end result work out for them, and it's working out greatly in house. As we're on board with Shrek right now, as he dangles his way towards the window, picks up a kill on Tubbs, is near the ball, elects, you know what, I'm safe. Let's get this thing to safety as well.
Yeah, Shrek's going to be holding on to this ball here. 70 points crossed here, as danger is looming very, very close, and ECG is running short on time here. This is game 3 of the series, so if DumpStars are able to win this map, they are going to close out the series 3-0 for themselves. We do play the last 2 maps out because each map is worth 2 points here at the PHCL here. Shrek's putting in shots, not able to find the kill on Raza. He's going to mangle him there with the killing spree for Shrek. Unfortunate for the side of ECG, but across the 80-point threshold, you got to say this is probably 90 before ECG is able to mount a push, and they have 1 more to try to break this setup and get themselves back into this game.
I'm on board with Hyven. He does have a sniper, but oh, and he picks it up. Stops that counter. 91-22. Huge moment now for ECG as Hyven's pushing through.
He's nice with the sniper, Hyven. Very, very nice no-scopes. Is it going to be able to pick up Intervision here, but unfortunately taken down by the 3 players that are pushing dummy side. Raza is going to be putting in shots on a Lockdown. Going to try to find him. 91 points here for the side of DumpStars, but ECG in control of the ball right now. Shrek pushing the ball. See if he's able to find that. He is going to be able to find a kill, but he's easily taken out again by Raza. Ball out in no man's land on scoreboard. ECG, no time to play with here. Only 9 seconds needed for DumpStars to take this game number 3. and go up 3-0 here in this 5-game series.
And only 12 seconds remaining on the clock. So
Oh
once they
my
do drop
God!
this ball, it doesn't matter.
Yep, there it
Oh
is.
my God! To finish it off, Lockdown ninjas. Oh my God! He ninjas him from a window.
A couple style points, little salt in the wound to finish that map off.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I went a little crazy there. My bad.
Oh no, absolutely. By all means. I missed it. I was already writing the score down.
All right, so I believe that does go
Oh, wait,
to.
let me-
So is there anything else we need to do to make sure that this is the correct thing with the new oddball rules?
No.
Okay, cool.
Well, I'm trying to
No,
get
that was okay.
real quick, so if you give me a second.
Of course.
Yeah, we got to get you back in here. Get the Binkster back live.
If it crashes again, I'm just gonna rely on PD for the rest of the night.
I mean, at that point, may as well. It's pretty similar.
Wait, were they?
So far,
Oh, they swapped teams. That's why that happened. They swapped teams mid-match. Okay. All right, that game does go to DumpStars, correct?
absolutely.
Yep. They
said
are up
3-0 right
3-0. I'll be paying out the channel points in just a second after I get my game up and running here.
You rely on PD for everything. What do you rely on me for, Bear? Support. I got you. I got you. So I just had a thought, and then I thought better. You know, it's like saying shutout in a hockey game. You don't want to say that because you could jinx it.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, aside from Binky exiting the game a couple of times, this has been going fairly smoothly.
You know
up
what
to
the
this point.
sick part of it is? My game has not crashed in probably a month and a half. And if
Oh,
tonight is the only night it has. It's
well,
unfortunate.
would you rather forfeit CSR?
It's
Also-
unfortunate.
Also, real quick, if you could you cancel your stream out there, PD? I'd appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely. I certainly can. My apologies.
We have updated as well the team colors chat, or at least we've rectified them. It looks like they got mixed up last matchup and swapped teams when we were cycling through the observer. We apologize for that. And we
The
should be
channel points have been paid out to those that voted on DumpStars, I believe.
I mean, I would have. I had them 3-2 written down on a piece of paper. Can you give me some points?
I mean, I
Maybe-
can give you some points. I actually don't think
Nice.
I can do that.
Ugh.
I wish I could do that. We'll write a complaint to Twitch.
Send an email. So next up is Streets Strongholds. Binky, can you tell me a little bit about how you feel about this map? I feel like you might
This
like
is
it.
my favorite map and favorite game mode in
Really?
Infinite right now. Yep.
Okay.
I love Street Stronghold. It's super fun to play. I think that the spawns are a little bit more readable on this map than they are on some of the other ones, maybe perhaps, at least for me. So I think it'll be interesting to see. I think you can actually, this is the one map that a 3-cap can actually kind of be pulled off a little bit, but it'll be interesting to see if these teams go for that. And it'll be also interesting to see if they kind of control the spawns in such a way that this map doesn't turn into an endless rotation fest, because it seems like it can that can happen if you're overextending just a bit too much, so, and not doing so at the right time. But I think this is a big map. I think that most teams would want to control that A and B if they're going to control two of them. Kind of trap the team down at the subway spawn. That driveway position can be really detrimental to kind of come up and eat nades on your way up from the driveway. So
Yeah, you got to be really careful coming out of C. If you're spawning C and the other team has A and B, I mean, you got to make a decision as a team. It's tricky. I truly don't have a ton of advice when you're spawning C and they have AB. I mean, I like personally being pink stairs, just a little bit in. I think that's called bend in the actual in-game comm. You can see through bend, through balcony onto B rail. It's quite the sight line. So basically, if you're in balcony and you can see B rail, you back up directly on that line and you can actually be in the bend and still shooting them. So I think that can be a valuable sight line to maybe get those guys B rail, but you definitely have a decision to make if they're holding AB and you're spawning C. Sorry, that was a little personal. I've been trapped there quite a bit. If you have pointers, you let me know. How am I getting out of there? Who should we start on board with here?
Well, let's see. I mean, I think we got to start on board with Shrek. He's having such a dominant performance here. DumpStars up 3-0. We'll see if ECG... Game 1 and Game 2 were so close. That Game 3 was the only one that was a little out of reach for ECG. They looked a little bit out of place on Oddball, but again, totally different map here as Raz is going to pick up the Rockets and be able to trade there as Rockets are going to be able to fall down to ATM. It looks like Tubbs is in ATM, but hasn't grabbed those Rockets just yet. I think they should still be down over there.
So ECG is hopped on B right now. Very close to capturing it, as they do. So ECG is going to come away with the first points in this match, or this map, pardon me.
Yeah, 2 dead here. So we see Hyven's going to be able to drop, or jump, excuse me, onto A and be able to cap that for them. So ECG holding an A and C setup. Yeah, a lot of rotation
a lot of
here.
exchanges, yeah.
Yeah, this map can be tricky. It's a smaller map and it's easy to overextend, you know, when you're... Just as an example, if you know your team is on that C spawn, they're holding A, B, and you get that you know, subway spawn, and you just kind of push down P Street. You know, it doesn't take that long to overextend, and so you get into this kind of rotational war here. But we do see a C and B setup being held for the side of DumpStars here.
Yeah, they're content. Just hold the 50-yard line. You don't need to overextend into A. As I'm on board with Final R right now, pivotal point of the map on B stairs. If he's staying alive, that likely means they're doing well right now, I believe. As he's shifting up a little into tires. With his back turned, he is caught by Element. Extra bash there. Curious bash.
Curious bash indeed. It's unfortunate he got a little bit of an unfortunate timing there. We do see Rockets are going to be coming up in 5 seconds. Such a crucial part of this map here. So you're able to put in some pressures onto those zones. Tubbs going to be putting in the shots here. Raza and Hyven going to take down 2 from across the map. As ECG holding a weird AC setup here. You don't see it too often. And you'd ideally like to see them push into B now. Try to get this B stronghold. Big kill from Tubbs there as Rockets are going to drop at the top of B stairs.
Absolutely huge kill. They know there's 1 rocket left, and Raza picks that up as we see ECG is going to take B. This is a potential triple cap. But we do see DumpStars on A picking it up, and we know there's a player in caution. Unfortunately, Raza does not, as he does not get the trade, as Shrek gets a pivotal kill. All the rockets are out, and it's 3 down on the side of ECG. As DumpStars looks to hold A, B now. As I'm on board with Intervision, who picks up a kill on Element. And oh my goodness, the chaos. I love looking down at the bottom to see A, B, C, what's happening. All 3 strongholds were being switched over at that point. Intervision's lockdown B, it looks like DumpStars wants to take C, and I think they will.
Yeah, they really, if you want to do that 3 cap, you really got to lock down the 2 cap before you can feel comfortable, right? You got to hold B and C or A and B, either one of those, and then slay them out for a time. Get them spawning where you know they're going to spawn cafe, subway, etc. When you get that right spawn, you can push into that A site, cap it, and then the crucial thing on the 3 cap there is you kind of want to control the middle of the map. Getting shots in A and C, and make sure you have some guys up on B controlling that rails side and B stairs to prevent any spawns over there. But we see a nice game here, 89-44. The cap is going to be coming in through C here, so ECG is going to start scoring again at that AC setup. It's worked for them a couple times in this game. It's interesting to see.
11 kills here, and he has not left B in about a minute, truly, as he picks up a great stick. But, like you mentioned, ECG was able to pull off the AC setup while that was happening. So we're seeing 90 points, or 89 to 59. 30 points is not much in strongholds for a lead right now. But we see ECG pick up the BC setup.
Ooh, Tubbs is going to be able to pick up Rockets. If we jump on board with him, it is 4 down there for the likes of DumpStars. ECG here are going to be pushing into A, looking for the 3 cap. Is going to be able to pick up the player in PD. They're going to have this C spawn here. This is where you got to go bottom middle and try to get shots on that C player, but it seems like they're just happy to just trade that out and hold their 2 cap, which is not a bad decision.
Tubbs with the Rockets here, making a great push, split the difference there. I don't know that he got damage on either player. So unfortunate. Oh, he did get Shrek 1 shot.
Shrek.
It looks like he's able to stay alive and is behind them in B. Oh, that was crucial out of Shrek to stay alive, and not only stay alive, but help pick up a kill, as it looks like DumpStars, they now have control. What a back and forth matchup here, as we're nearly tied.
Yeah, I'm actually on board with Hyvant right now. He's putting in shots here onto these players on Arcade Street. He's got another player in front of him, but he is going to be taken down by Final. This Element's going to be fighting with Lockdown down in C, but he's going to be taken down as well as he trades beatdowns. Lockdown and Element going to fall both players. So CB setup here, going to go the way the DumpStars. A razor thin strongholds here, 120 to 97 for DumpStars. They look to try to get that beautiful kill. This is a really underutilized weapon here. The Sentinel Beam is really nice and infinite. As we see, Shrek's going to be able to pick up a double kill there, but ultimately be taken out by a nade, as we see Final is going to be anchoring that C spot here for the side of DumpStars, getting pressured from P Street. So it looks like ECG wants to try to push to C and try to get that AC hold again.
Yeah, Element and Final probably just engaged in a minute-long battle, finally won by Final, as he's held C, but it looks like ECG's flipped B on them, so Final is going to have to leave C. He recognizes quite quickly as Hyvant has picked up the rockets in the middle map, but he's quickly cleaned up by Shrek. So those rockets, where have they ended up?
They are still down ATM. I believe there is one. Yep, one rocket left. So Lockdown's going to pick that up if we want to jump on board with him. One rocket to use here. A-B setup. He is going to be able to pick up Raza. One for him, but an A-B setup here from ECG as he waits for a little bit of help here.
Yeah, you got to be real careful. I love the patience.
Oh, look at Hyvant up there. He's got the drop shield up on top of the catwalk here. Ooh, big double kill out of Lockdown. That's going to be 3 dead for the side of ECG, 2 dead for the side of DumpStars. Raza last alive, trying to find it, but he's not going to be able to save that B capture, and CB hold is going to go to the way of DumpStars.
Yeah, this is where they've got to be looking to lock it down. As we see, AC is again going to be taken by ECG. They're doing an exceptional job of recognizing which stronghold I think to prioritize, and it's really keeping them in this game, as I believe DumpStars has had B most of the time.
Yeah, Raza picks up a really nice double kill on there on C, which is going to allow them to have this CB hold here. He is going to double back, look to anchor on C as we can jump on board with Final here as they look. DumpStars look to try to push on a B here. Going to find shots on a 1. Tubbs in front of him. He's going to find him. 2 dead for the side. He's going to find shots on a Raza. Looking to find a double kill for himself. And he is going to be able to do so. And that should give B control over to the side of DumpStars. But not before Final's taken out by a beautiful nade thrown from C by Mr. Element.
Now, Intervision is back A. Fighting for his life here. He had 2 players on and picked up the first. Did an exceptional job of buying some time. Finally does get the kill on Hyvant. As we see Final R rotating through to A, so they have AB right now. So what is ECG going to do to make a push? As rockets are up.
Lockdown has a really good position here. Shrek's going to be able to pick up 2 to try to sit down. He's actually going to elect to drop down, but they aren't going to go for this 3 cap. They're content holding 2 here, and I like this play out of them. If you're not comfortable with the 3, just hold 2 and rack up some more points here. As 198, 148, but there is a player from ECG on that A site. Final are going to be able to take out Tubbs and reset that A, but rockets are on the hands of Elements as he's trying to take B, but he's all alone and 3 down for ECG again.
I'm on board with Hyvant. Picked up a nice double kill. You know, how can ECG fight their way back into this map as he's taken down C Courtyard by Lockdown. Lockdown looking to control C, but both A and B being taken over by ECG. B is reset, but A does go in the way of ECG. So we're looking at a BC hold in the hands of DumpStars, looking to close this map out. Only 28 seconds remain.
Yeah, 225 to 48 here as DumpStars look to close this one out. ECG has one last push here to try to get onto the speed. Tubbs is going to be able to break through, get onto B, but he's going to be shortly taken down. But Lockdown's going to miss some shots, and Tubbs is going to be able to take him out. Beautiful out of him. Unfortunate for Lockdown to miss those shots here. And CB is looking the way to go to ECG. Can the comeback be mounted here? 231 to 150.
I like their chances. I mean, they lock this down. No pun intended. Oh, as they're swept out from the side of Shrek the Memer from Arcade. But it's reset quickly. This is an all-out war on B. 2 down on both sides, 3 down briefly on ECG. It looks like it does go the way of DumpStars. as they are closing in on victory. Raza's still alive. He's near B, has a friend in Tubbs. This might be the
gotta
last
go.
push.
Yeah, he's got to fly here.
Yeah.
Tiz take out Intervision. He's going to get onto the point, but just taken out by Lockdown. 239 to 159, but the AC hold that ECG
Lo
is
and behold.
patented. It's come back to life here. 239 to 165. ECG is not going out of this game without a fight here.
Ivan,
Ivan
huge
picks up
double
two.
kill. Give him the. Oh no!
Oh,
Rocket not quite.
unfortunate. Lockdown's going to stay alive inside tires
Still
here,
have AC,
but
though.
it still buys enough time. AC hold here. They're going to want to try to get to that B site at some point here as they are spawning Cafe. It's not the area that you want to be. We see Intervision. Lockdown and the side of DumpStars needs to get a little coordinated and push one of these, but they are going to be able to take A. Element is going to be left alone here, 240 to 185. Can he get the stick off? Not going to be able to do so. It looks like DumpStars should be able to clean this up. 246 to 185 now. And it is going to go the way of DumpStars as they close out game number 4. Wow.
I love the resilience and I love the battle out of ECG. How many times did they take the AC hold? It's not one you see often, but I think the slaying power of DumpStars just did not give them the ability to hold on to that AC. It's a tricky one to hold, and when it came down to these battles at B, just perhaps a little more slaying and map movement covering your angles out of DumpStars to eventually take control and take either A or C back throughout the whole entirety of that map. But what a battle!
Yeah, I mean, close games for like 3 out of the 4 games of the series have been razor thin. I think the difference there, just a little bit of a better team shot on the side of the DumpStars. If we go through the Carnage reports there, you can see a little bit more assists on there. 14
Definitely.
for Mr. Shrek and 13 for Intervision there. We've come to expect it, but Final R has a really nice game. He shows up on Stronghold Streets, 20 kills, 13 deaths for him, a 10 KDA. You gotta love to see players showing up on different maps. And now we're going to game 5, and with 3 out of the 4 of these games going close, and the Slayer was a 50-46 if we remember, I am a little bit interested to see how this Bizarre Slayer is going to go. We know how banana lands it can be, so...
Couldn't have said it better myself. This map is the bane of my existence in matchmaking, it seems sometimes. Jekyll and Hyde, I personally don't know what I'm getting out of myself when I step into this one. It can be so unique. It seems like I've seen it broken down as like there's 3 parts of the map. There's your side, which is from the back of the map, maybe up into the edge of your BR. And then there's the whole middle of the map, which can be Banana Land, I would say. And then there's obviously the other third. How do you decide and elect to push through to the middle of the map? Are you sending guys through alley and shotgun over to flank? Are you sending guys through doors? And then the absolute hemorrhage that can happen in your tree. At what point do you say, guys, they know we're in tree, we got to leave?
Yeah, I think it's super interesting too. I mean, across the board on this map, you consistently see lower percentage of accuracy. So many angles being pre-fired on this map compared to other maps. You're kind of just sitting in BR, lasering shots over to tree, sitting in tree, lasering shots over to BR, and it just turns into this endless war. But I think really the key to Slayer on Bizarre for me is you got to be aware of flipping the spawns. It can turn into an even crazier map when you overextend to the other team's side and flip those spawns. When you keep everything in front of you, it's much easier to be able to sit in BR, sit in your own BR, put in shots, have a player rockets. Maybe the player rockets gets a little aggressive onto their side, rockets can put in shots there. But I think that keeping everything in front of you and not overextending and having to worry about what's behind when they're spawning there, that's the key to Bizarre Slayer, so...
Yeah, without a doubt. You want some semblance of control. As much as the word Banana Land is fun to say, you don't really want that more than once a game, perhaps. So being able to keep control and the awareness of their spawns, once you push in, you just create chaos, a little bit like Heretic Slayer.
We did see a player drop off here. I don't know if we're just getting a reset or maybe if we're witnessing a sub come in, but we'll have to see. What's going to be chosen here?
What subs are available on the side of DumpStars?
I believe
Fate's End, I don't believe, was in here. Was
Fate's End, I think it is. I think it is a restart. I believe Fate's End is out tonight, so I believe it's just a quick restart.
Yeah, I can't say I'm certain on who may be coming in.
Lockdown has
Shrek-
rejoined. Just looks like we had a simple little restart there, reset.
Man,
know.
edge of the seat stuff. We don't know. You never know with this game.
Yep.
So-
Unfortunate. Must not be nice to disconnect. I've never personally disconnected out of this game. So.
Couldn't be you. Couldn't be Binky.
Couldn't have happened twice tonight, but hey.
No.
He says, "Can you share your screen real quick again, please? Thank you."
Oh,
As we hop into this last match, Game 5, Team Slayer on Bazaar, aka Banana Land, as PJ might say.
Yeah, Construct Slayer, it's a different type of Banana Land. Construct Slayer to Bazaar. I think I liked. Well, you know what? That's tough. I'm going to withhold my opinion on which one I like more. I can't make that judgment call too quick.
And it looks like I figured out how to get the colors right, chat. Let's go.
Oh, dude.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Learning.
I want some hype in the chat. Colors, guys.
Yeah, can we get a colors chat?
I missed that day in kindergarten, apparently.
Colors.
You missed it in kindergarten.
Apparently, bro. Apparently.
Let's see what team is able to do just that and keep those spawns in front of them and see. I hope we don't see too much overextending here, but every team has their own way to play Bazaar. Every team has their own way to play every map. That's the beautiful thing about a new game. And therefore, I'm
Also
excited what
fresh.
we're going to be able to see. Yep.
All right, I'm going to like to see someone take thrusters. I'd love that.
Who are we hopping
Yeah,
on
it'll be
with
interesting
here?
to see. I'm on board with Element right now, actually. He's pushing over to the Rocket side. It'd be interesting
Look
to
at
see
this
who
interesting push.
2 down early, or excuse me, 1 down early here. Hyven drop immediately, and then followed by Raza immediately. Rockets are going to go down. 4 down for the side of ECG in about 20 seconds there, and Rockets are going to go the way of, I believe, OS as well. Yeah, Intervision does have OS if we want to jump on board with him. So they are there. Tubbs is going to be on that blue Rocket side of the map. Element, Intervision, pushing in. Gonna try to dodge those nades. Gonna pick up one. Has Raza in front of him as well. Ooh, but runs out of ammo. Unfortunate there. Shock nade gonna be riding in, but Raza has escaped to the alley, but he is gonna be ultimately cleaned up by Final. So we did see the spawns flip already, but we see Intervision now locking down this BR position, and it can be so strong putting in shots from here.
Yeah, we're looking at the 50-50 complete. What do we do? Do we send a guy? Where do we send him? As Tubbs happy to challenge from his thruster. Such a long angle there and an enjoyable battle. You got to be very careful with the battle rifle. That's one of the longest sightlines you're going to see on the map.
Yeah, absolutely. An 8-2 difference here. We're going to see a slower paced Slayer, I think, on Bazaar than we saw on Recharge. Maybe towards the end of the game, we'll start to see, or I'm sorry, on the end of the game on Recharge, we saw a really slow pace start to arise there. But a 9-3 lead here for DumpStars as they look to expand on this, and they are going to do so. 7 kill difference here early as the ECG's got to bounce back. And I know how frustrating this map can be. You can sometimes just get into a spawn pattern that's just not so favorable for you. You guys can't break out of it and seem to find your way, but you just have to maintain composure and try to get a couple kills and find your way back onto the top side of that map. So we see Intervision's looking down alley, but he's not going to be able to find anyone down there. Element is going to be pushing up the tree. He has Hyvent in that library here, putting in shots on Tubbs. Is going to pick up a beautiful, perfect onto Tubbs. Nice shots out of Intervision. Has Hyvent in there. He's going to pick up another one. He has Element to his left. See if he's able to find him. Intervision's on a mission. He's cleaned up 3. Killing spree for him, trying to find Tubbs for the triple, and he is going to do so.
Oh my
As we see a player is joining the lobby here.
Oh,
I hope he
no.
leaves this immediately.
Silent Hunter is
Gotta-
not so silent right now.
You gotta put the lobby on private, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's the leader?
And we
Slap
need
on
to-
that wrist.
If Silent Hunter is not gonna leave this lobby, we're gonna have a restart here.
We don't love to see this. Intervision definitely doesn't love to see this, as he is 6-0 with 2 helpers to his name right now.
All right, well, we need a lobby restart here, and it was 17-6, I believe, when he joined
I did not look
on the side of
immediately.
DumpStars.
Now, how do we communicate this to the teams? Are
Hold on a
either of the
second, I'll try
teams
to-
in the PHCL Discord voice
That
chat?
they are, that
as
they
we
are.
have, that's
I can try
beautiful
to-
news.
Let me get over there and try to stop this here.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. As Intervision's picked up the commando and is finally taken down, it looks like the Silent Hunter was silenced. However, Binky will make sure that the right actions are taken. players may not know, but they're playing for funsies right now. As you see, 23-12 lead opened up. Now I'm gonna hop on board with, let's see Tubbs. I'd like to see what Tubbs is up to with this Mangler. Pushing through his blue pillars, sees he does have a teammate with him. Down 11 kills. Him and Hyvant definitely looking to get work together here in this battle rifle.
All right, I am back. I've been informed that they just want to play it.
They just want to play it out. Respectable.
Respect. Absolute respect. Why not? As we're currently on board with the Tubbs right now, Binky. He has a Mangler in his back pocket.
I believe
Looking to
someone on
take
the
down
other
Locked.
squad did get Overshield though. Intervision is pushing through grapple right now with Overshield. Hop on with him really quick.
Perfect.
We do have 28-16 here for the side of DumpStars.
Yeah, definitely working off the great start they had in the opening of the map. Intervision still playing stellar. Final R with 10 kills to match. As they open it up 30-18. I'd like to hop on board with perhaps Raza. Oh, he's quickly taken out. Let's try Tubbs as he's using the ping system. Respect the ping. Respect the ping.
You gotta respect the ping here. It's very valuable information when you can ping exactly where that player is. Sometimes a little bit easier for a teammate to pick that up than an actual call out there. So we see it is going to be 31-20, so an 11 kill difference here that can be erased. DumpStars does have a nice lead here, but we are going to see Tubbs utilizing the commando. You got to love to see it here. Going to be picking up one, putting in shots onto Final R, who is having a beautiful game for himself over there on the side of DumpStars. 11-6 for him now, actually, as he's going to be able to be taken out by Element. I'm actually going to jump on board with Element as he's sitting on the rocket side of this map, and he's being pressured here. Oh, he avoids the mangle. He avoids the mangle.
Huge dividends.
Alive here, 32-24. The lead starting to come to a close here. 32-25. Raza picks up one. Intervision jumping out the truck, getting arrested. Hyvant's got to support Element here. Element needs to hit these shots, and he's going to go on a killing spree himself. Raza's going to be taken down across the map, but the nades are raining in. Beautiful from the side of DumpStars to clean him out of that Rockets position. It can be so valuable. Tubbs is going to backfill into that position for him here. We can jump on board with him. He's having a really nice run here, putting in shots into Intervision in the other team's library. Rockets are going to come up, and the Mangle's going to prevail. That should give them over to the side of DumpStars, but actually going to be cleaned up by ECG. So I believe Rockets are still up. Shrek's going to pick up Overshield.
Raza picks Rockets up and drops him.
Oh, beautiful. Out of double kill out of Shrek there. His Overshield is immediately burned.
As they came away with Rockets and OS, Intervision picking up a kill with the Rockets. He is out of Rockets now, but 10 kill lead opened up on the side of DumpStars again.
40-30 right now. The side of DumpStars. A little needler play out of Intervision there as he's going to be able to pick up one, putting in shots onto Hyvant here.
Yeah, beautiful use of the thruster to thrust directly backwards.
That it is. Shrek is going to be up on the Rockets. Again, we already talked about how crucial this can be, but Tubbs is going to peek out and just take him down immediately and give that control right back over to ECG. 42-33, definitely not out of grasp here, but we got to see this match slow down if you're ECG. And there's not many lives to give here, but a beautiful nade out of Element. And trades are not what you want to see in the kill feed if you're an ECG fan here in Game 5, 43-35. Only 7 kills, 6 kills now for DumpStars to take Game 5.
Yeah, really loving what I've seen from Element, though, this map. I mean, not to say he hasn't done well prior, because that's what it sounded like I just said, but specifically, every time we've been on Element, he's really made some plays for his team, keeping them close.
Patty has 46-37. Intervision putting in shots on Raza, but he's getting shot from behind here. A risky challenge out by Raza there, but he is going to be able to stay alive. So no harm, no foul. 46-38 as they're closing the lead a little bit here. They only have 4 deaths to play with, but shots are raining in across the map. Final R trying to put in shots on a Raza. Raza peeking out, just playing that edge beautifully, and almost takes out Final as he is going to drop down to truck here. Going to find one. Tubbs is going to find another. Tubbs does have OS if we want to jump on board with him. He's putting in shots into that player BR. Oh, you want to see him try to help Hyvant there. He does have a player on Rockets here, putting in shots onto Final. Final is going to be one shot. Those shock nades are going to clean him out of that position. 41-48. We're getting down to the wire here. Tubbs can't close the distance there.
Huge straight angle
Yep.
dangle.
Unfortunate for Tubbs to try to go in for that beatdown. He just probably didn't see that the player had the mangler there and knew that that was going to go wrong.
And his OS was fairly low. I think he might have had a fifth of it left as the timer was ticking away on that OS. But what a battle, what a fight from ECG. You know, a lesser team may have, you know, thrown it away in game 5. You're down 4-0, you're down 10 kills. Not a chance. I would say there were 4 separate times in that game when they rallied very, very well and had DumpStars needing to play their best Halo to take the win.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was a really, really close series. I mean, you know, just to recap what we saw a 3-1 difference on CTF Aquarius on that first map. We saw a 50-46 difference on the Slayer on the second map. The Oddball, we'll give it the side of DumpStars. They played that extremely well. They played the whole series extremely well, but the Oddball was not very close. 2-0 with the inner things there not working. Let me see it. Sorry, guys. The camera was not working. Okay. And then we had a 250-185 strongholds on streets and a 50-42 Slayer on Bazaar to finish that one out. So really close series across the board.
I couldn't agree more. I think 4 out of the 5 maps were very tightly contested. I think I would agree with you. I think the live fire oddball, you know, DumpStars did such a great job once they got that ball into the house. It seemed like they were getting 20, 30 seconds at a time when they did manage to get in there. So that, I think they can walk away feeling pretty good about that one. All the other game types, though, ECG can say, you know what, we fought very hard. And at times in each of those maps, we had control. So they can certainly hold their heads high. And hey, thanks to the players. Great series.
Great series to watch. Very close games here and there. Some stars on both teams too. It wasn't just a couple of people that outshone, right? There was a bunch of good plays made by a variety of players. Great time to watch. Before we head over to a little break real quick to get the next lobby formed and ready for the next Division 4 matchup, we'd like again to shout out our sponsors, MG Eclipse, Amped Comics, and TMG Top Mid Gaming. If you're interested in finding another community like ours, a non-toxic community for gamers, by gamers, MG Eclipse is the best spot for you guys to go. Find them at discord.gg/MG Eclipse. Also, Amped Comics has any kind of super collectible, dope comic book. You can find them on eBay. You can find them on the What Now app as well. TMG, again, thank you again for your sponsorship. TMG Premier League is a great spot to watch, and we enjoy watching your guys' team as well. That being said, I'm going to throw us to a quick break real quick. We'll get these next lobbies formed, ready for you guys, and we'll jump right back into the next series. Staying around.